Hello, today I would like to tell you a story. That story really changed my life and it also changed many people's lives. During this story, I want to ask you some simple questions. Please simply answer me. What is this? It's a pen. Suppose that a puppy dog come into the room and I waste it in front of the dog. What does the dog do with it? The dog can chew on it. Does dog see it at a pen? No, it doesn't. So, what does the dog see? The dog see it at a chew toy. So, the human see it at a pen and the dog see it at a chew toy. Who's right? Ah, both are right. Yeah. Now, suppose I put this object down on the table here, and then all the human and the dog go up the room, leave the room, and the room is empty. At that moment, is it the object on the table a pen or is it a true toy? Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's just a thing. According to ancient wisdoms, they said it is emptiness. Emptiness doesn't mean that it's totally black or transparent. Emptiness doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It still exists. It has infinite potential to become anything. How potential is it? Now, if the human walk back into the room, and what does the thing on the table become? It become a pen. If the dog but not a human walk back into the room, and what does the thing on the table become? It become a true toy. Okay, so in the other situation, what the thing on the table become when the human and the dog walk back into the room at the same time, together at the same time, and it a board, the two toy and a pen at the same time. So we can say there are two realities ongoing in the room at the same time. They are both in the same room and they are both really here. It isn't like that the human's reality is pushing the dog's reality out of the room. There are two realities are running in parallel in a single room. So now let me ask you another question. If the pen only becomes a pen when the human walk back into the room, then is the pen coming from the pen or the pen coming from the human? Yeah. Well, the pen only becomes a pen when the human walk back into the room. Then the pen has to be coming from the human, from the mind of the human. If the pen were coming from the pen, then the pen would be a pen before a human walked into the room, and the dog can use it to write the poem to his girlfriend. You have a beautiful tale. But that still cannot happen. So the pen is coming from the human. So please raise your hand up and say with me, the pen is coming from me. The pen is coming from my mind, and everything is coming from my mind. So we agree that everything is coming from my mind. So, can we with this diamond? Now, let's with together, please. Let's with together. Become a diamond, become a diamond, become a diamond. Is it a diamond? No, it doesn't. It's in a pen. So what is really going on here? We agree that everything in coming from us, but it not from positive thinking. Actually, it from the mental system in our mind. And then when we saw this object in front of the face, there are at that moment a seed ripens and open in your mind, and then the luminous imagine comes out and cover this thing, and it forces us see it at a pen. It's too late to read this a diamond. Who puts this seed in our mind? Only ourselves can put this seed into our mind. How did we put this seed into our minds? We put them into there through our thoughts, words, and action. Every time we say, every time we think, and every time we do something, we create imprint in our minds, like the way I breathe the imprint in my palm like this. Then, about 2 hours after that, the imprint becomes a metaseed in our mind. And then, when have enough condition, they will ripen and open. And that, at the time, we get back the same thing and bigger than what we gave. That is the way the world really works. We can achieve everything we want in this life by giving what we want first. If you want to be rich, you have to have the other rich first. If you want to be strong and energy, you have to take care of the others' health. And if you want to be happy, you bring happiness to the other person. So you will have more fun and life will be easier. Let's listen and practice principle, and then you will see your life amazingly change. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.